Okay, so on to the second last track for today of Sammy's Rock Empire Friday series, man. For those of you who don't know, this REF series is basically we're completing all of Alter Bridge and Tremonti's discography over a series of Fridays, which is going to take about 3 months, right? So that's the whole idea. This will be the only channel that will have done every single track by Alter Bridge and every single track by Tremonti, obviously excluding the ones that are coming or still to come. We'll do those obviously separately, right? But this is brought to you by Sammy, man. This is a series that Sammy wanted to put together to only drop on Fridays, right? So it's like basically Sammy's Fridays, and it's all Alter Bridge and it's all Tremonti, and it's super fire. And for those of you who are only joining us now, you're already 3 behind. You need to go back. You need to go back and start from brand new start Alter Bridge, so that you start from there. And then every Friday, like a series, just keep up, right? This one over here is Tremonti, Thrown Further. I have not heard this track before, and for those of you who want additional content, as you know, link is down in the description. You can go to the Sphere, and for a very reasonable fee, actually very affordable, it's a small fee, you can watch additional content. I will be putting a lot of content there in February. We were literally just sort of finding our ground and sort of putting our ducks in a row, but now we kind of have a bit of a regimented thing where we can drop content on both these platforms for you guys quite frequently. So let's rock and roll, man. Let's see what we got. Tremonti, Thrown Further, let's go. I feel like these tracks are getting harder though, and I'm liking it. Hey. Place, okay. We know that. I'm loving the instrumentation though, but this, again, I've said this before, there's something about Tremonti's drumming that is just so I can't even explain it. It's like, it's so stand-outish to me, right? The drumming stands out a lot. I actually like the actual premise of the song over here, where it's like being lost, feeling like you're being lost, feeling like every time you try to gain some ground or every time you try to gain some space to improve, you just get thrown further into the darkness, the way he actually spoke about sort of space, being floating in space, not really know, because that's sometimes how it does actually feel. Feels like you're not in touch with solid ground. You feel like you're just floating. Your mind's very sort of cloudy when you go into that kind of thing. And as you try to crawl out of that, it keeps feeling like you're throwing. It's almost like it's the riptide of life that just keeps drawing you back in the more you try to get out of it and succeed, essentially. So it speaks to that, which I really do love. But their messages are always so good on their music. Tremonti and Alter Bridge, just their messages are amazing. Let's go. Like Twilight, where it should be a time of light and, you know, illumination and positivity and things like that, he's kind of actually reversed that. So at Twilight, the darkness falls, right? So you're not ever really seeing any light. It just always feels like darkness. I like that. I like the message. Listen to that drumming. Hey. I don't understand how, like, the majority of their discography, like, usually, you know, you'll listen to an album and you'll be like, okay, like, I like this song, I don't like this song. Do you know what I mean? You're only going to ever have like four really solid songs in an album where you're like, okay, those are going to be my sort of play everyday tracks, right? Those are the replayable ones, essentially. Only like a really good album is like just at least has 7 tracks. 8 tracks is like brilliant tracks. But Tremonti and Alter Bridge, most of their albums, all their tracks are fire. Like, it's actually crazy. But then it also comes down to the mood that you're in that particular day. I guess that is how it is when it comes down to any genre or any type of music, right? You got to be in certain types of mood. Like, for some odd reason, I don't know why, but I'm in the hard mood today. I'm in the hard rock mood today. Because some days I'd listen to it, I'm like, okay, well, this is too much for me. This is too much. It's too much, right? But this has been fire, man. This is harder than what I'm used to, and it's fire. I'm really enjoying it. So, I mean, and their albums are just good, man. They're just good. Like, they really are good. Let's go. You listen to that hi-hat. Just the way they do that, the way that they are so creative with the instrumentation, and they add all those different layers where they sort of like soften it, harden it, soften it, harden it. They're just so good at that. I mean, just listen to this over there. This track is fire! And you know their guitar solos are gonna be just absolutely fire. Woo! Look at that, listen to that drumming, listen to the drumming! Jesus, fuck, their drumming and their guitar are just ridiculous, man. That was just absolutely eating away at my fucking soul. That shit was fire, man. That is my favorite Tremonti song of the day. Right, so Alter Bridge, Silver Tongue, that was my favorite. Right, and then Tremonti Thrown Further is now my favorite of Tremonti's for the day. Right, fire, man. And we've got another one. Will it be Tremonti? Will it be Alter Bridge? I don't know. You're gonna have to stay tuned. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.